Today, we're going to talk about the Commonplace book. And what is a commonplace book? It is basically a book or a place where you write down ideas, thoughts, poems, notes, quotes, things that mean something to you that you want to be able to reference at another time. And there are lots of ways to do a commonplace book, but I'm just going to give you a few ideas so you can do it. You know, as I was thinking about this, I thought basically it's just Pinterest. It's Pinterest in a book, and you just write down all these great ideas that you want to be able to go back to. You know, I pin so many things on the Pinterest board. I need to go back and look at them. I mostly just pin them and they're just there. But anyway, back to Commonplace. Here we are. So Commonplace book, one thing that I would do is when I would read a book and want to remember certain quotes in the book so I could reference them later or talk to people about them, I wrote them in this book right here. And as I'm going along, I'm writing down and, I want to remember that book or that one. And, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah. So what I would do at the very top of it is write down each of the books that I was reading and then where you could find it, the information or the quotes in this book. So that's one thing that I've done. This one I did specifically only for the books that I was reading. So that's what this is. There's lots of different ways that you can write in a commonplace book. One is to find a beautiful, nice book that I have this one. It's leather. It feels so good and it has this fancy wrap on it and everything. And I thought, ooh, what a wonderful place to put my great ideas. Not mine, but ones I see down in here. The problem was it was too fancy. And I didn't want to put anything unless it was really profound. So this book remains blank. I really need to get started on it. That's silly of me to just save it and hope someday some great thought will come up. Anyway, there's another one. So if that's intimidating for you and it's hard to write in a nice notebook, you can just get a simple composition journal and write in that, or a spiral notebook. These are very simple. You can write in it. If you don't like it, you can rip it out, and it's no big deal. So that's a nice way to do it. Another idea is to get something like this bullet journal here that I have, because a bullet journal in the very front of it has a place for you to write an index. So let's say you're reading To Kill a Mockingbird, and you wanted to make sure all your quotes were easy to find. And so you could just write down To Kill a Mockingbird. That starts on page 6 and goes to page 15 or whatever. So that's one benefit of having a book like this. Of course, you can make a index in any book you find, I suppose. That would be a good idea. So another idea for a commonplace book is these traveler's notebooks. I love these, and here's why. You can, they come with these little elastic bands in here, which allow you to just take these books in and out, and you can write in them, and you can take, of course, oh, look at that, there's my Pinterest right there. But you can take and write. I wrote some quotes on index cards, or poems, actually. We had poetry in your pocket day, and when the kids gave me the poems, I took them and I just taped them into this book right here because I wanted to have copies of all the poems that they had. So that was really kind of fun. And the nice thing about these traveler's notebooks is you can take them out when you're writing on them, and they open up nice and flat and make it so easy to just write. And then you could have one, let's say you want one for poems, and you want another one for books, and you want another one for ideas from the great philosophers or whatever. You can just take them and put them in and out of these traveler's notebooks, and they just feel so good. These can just slip right into your purse or into your backpack. And then you'll have them when you have those great ideas. Maybe you're driving and you see a great thought on a billboard or something like that. Who knows? But the idea is to write it down. The act of writing actually helps you to kind of cement it in your brain. rather than typing. It's just a different thing, typing versus writing. They're both going to have it recorded, but the act of writing is, I think, what you want to do for your commonplace book. A moleskin book is another great idea, another place to write it. Oh, my land, just feel those pages. Isn't that great? Makes you just want to write down some kind of great things. I got to go get a book right now and start writing down some good quotes and some good poems. Well, I want you to get started. Make it easy on yourself. Doesn't have to be this elaborate thing, but all the great thinkers, the great minds, me, we keep commonplace books. And it's something that you can get started on doing too if you're not already. All right, go do it.